So apparently, I swear, some of these people on YouTube has really did some people dirty. Has created delusions of grandeur. Okay, so first of all, this guy right here that I'm showing y'all, I have been speaking about him because he is pretty much stalking me. Thinks he's my man and he's not, and he won't let it go. Um, what I wanted to trip off of was this post that he made. First of all, I don't care about the whole Trump supporter thing. Like, I'm a Trump supporter too, as well as a Kamala Harris supporter. Okay? So I don't pick sides like that. It's not my business or my job to pick a side. Okay? But what I wanted to talk about was this thing that said vampire life. Now, first of all, this dude is not a vampire. Not that being a vampire or saying that you're a vampire is any better, okay? He's a parasite. And a parasite is sometimes, a lot of the times, a bottom feeder, okay? I think that there are some people that got caught up and did dirty. He is one of the people that literally is running around the internet doing and saying the dumbest things. Talking about, ooh, I'm a vampire. Can you imagine how insulted actual vampires are? Like real vampires. Okay? And keep in mind, vampires do have spiritual powers. Okay? Just not quite the same as a witch's power. Okay? This is an example of why you have to have your own identity. It is healthy to develop a good sense of self and who you are, okay? This dude is not a vampire. In fact, he's using a really heavy filter to change his face. His skin is falling apart. His skin is very dry. And he looks almost sickly when you see him. He is a man that has to wear full face makeup. Okay? So vampires don't look like that. Vampires don't look like they're getting ready to, go into hospice. That's not what vampires look like. Okay? He's somebody that really needs to get out of social media, because whatever was done to him, whatever possession that this dude is under, it's not kind to him. It isn't. And, I think it's a couple of different goetic spirits that I can think that is on this dude, but he talks about me a lot. And the things that he says are worth throwing up for, and I believe are a violation of community policy, just hands down, on YouTube. It's not only a violation of community policy, but it's also a violation of human policy and communication. And so he's been trying to get vengeance on me because I want nothing to do with him. And he's been saying some pretty disparaging things about me for the 99th million time. This dude makes up the same lies about a person because I believe that's what he grew up with. My point that I wanted to make with y'all is to be very careful out here. And I also wanted to make another very important point. This guy did not become this way by speaking to me. Okay? He was like this years before I met him in person, because I did end up meeting him in person, and it was the worst experience of my life. He was the worst male friend that I've ever had. I have never, ever, ever met a man so far removed from his nature as this one. It was awful, still is, because he's still stalking me. Somebody did this to him before I got to him. So this is not the effects that I would have on anybody in my life whatsoever. Now, being that he was pretty much already trained and programmed, when I got to him, it was nothing that I could do for him. It was just like throwing and pouring all of my energy into somebody that is just going to be who they are, because he made up his mind what side he was on, and he's on the side of self-destructing himself. And so it's been months and months of stalking on the internet, because he just doesn't have any recollection of himself. The soul is completely gone out of this one, and he is definitely under spiritual possession, but it's not by a vampire. It's parasite. Okay, so I wanted to seriously caution you guys that watch me to not be tempted to watch this guy. Okay, stay away from it. Stay away from him. Stay away from that entire group. Those people have been consistently chasing and stalking me around YouTube, not just around YouTube, around the internet. Seeking my attention. Biggest mistake was me meeting up with him, but you know what? As a witch, mistakes does not make us or break us. Well, they make us, not break us. Okay, so humans were born to make mistakes sometimes. Doesn't mean that it's something that they have to regret for the rest of their lives. Okay, it just is what it is. Okay, you make a mistake and you move forward. And these people are doing something different, and they're getting ready to fuck around and find out. Please do not get sucked into that. I've seen people that have gotten sucked into it, and trust me, as an empath, the people that got sucked into that sector, even though these two females, well, one female left, who I actually met up with her too, she is utterly miserable. Okay, and I've only met her twice, but she's constantly letting me know every day just how miserable she is. Okay, and I have children to worry about. I can't worry about a grown adult who needs to take responsibility for themselves. Okay, I keep track of and I check on my clients. I haven't, she hasn't been really a client because I suspect that she came from this group of people. But, it's not my job to babysit like that. You know what I'm saying? You should have the ability to know thyself, okay? So I'm going to put up this video instead of the wall posts that I made, because I don't want people to get to his channel. I'm going to edit out the title of his channel, because he's begging for attention from people that are seeking witches and psychics, and they pretty much try to set traps for witches and our clients. So I wanted y'all to err against caution with this one. He's a liar. He's a fraud. He has no redeeming human qualities, and he's a stalker. Okay, so just be careful with this one. Be careful with anybody that you see him with. In fact, just that whole group of people, you really can't trust them, and we all know who they are. For some reason, they refuse to take the hint. I don't know what to tell these people, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. And y'all have a happy Thursday, okay? All right, blessings. Bye.